Chris Paul at his best right there on that kind of play. A legendary distributor who spots the open man.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis. For a time, Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
And both free throws good for Che.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the. Free throw line pretty much automatic.
Paul dishes to Robertson. Now the pass to Nader. Teardrop shot. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Gallinari with the steal. And the foul called on Shea. That is his first foul of the game. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Paul. They get it back. Noel. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, when Nerlens Noel stays very confident offensively, good things like this tend to happen. Well, it's been up and down the last few years for Nerlens Noel, but there are still some impactful numbers for the minutes that he's on the floor as a rim protector.
Now here's Che. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Three-pointer. Here's Davis. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder. Size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And for Noel, his numbers will never match the visual impact he has on the floor, wouldn't you say?
Oh, he's definitely a player about the little things out there, just being a rim protector, making sure that guys think about him when they're attacking the rim.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Inside, out to Gallinari. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And slam dunk by Noel.
Now, Gallinari at that size can do a little bit of everything, and I like to see him dishing the rock.
Now Che, 5 points in the game. Fires the three.
What about some of the new dribbling systems? You mentioned having dual stick dribbling.
Yeah.
What tips can you give to some newcomers to 2K as well as some of the hardcore players?
Yeah, well, I think what we wanted to do with the dribbling system this year is make it so that anybody could pick up the sticks and be successful early on. You can kind of get by with just the left stick. You can get simple like stops and snatch backs by just throwing the stick. But yeah, once you get kind of used to the way your player moves, and there's 27 different dribble styles, you're going to want to try to start to move more of your moves to the right sticks. That's where all the kind of the flashier ball handling moves are. If you want to do the between legs move, it's that kind of down left angle. If you want to do it behind the back, it's straight down. And these are all kind of like you just chain them together by flicking the stick left and right and up and down.
So let's say there's a new player or someone that wants to get better. How do they do that?
Well, the first thing we always recommend is to jump into 2KU. Everything you want to know about the game is in there. So if you go into 2KU, and the first thing you'll see is the training game, and you can go in there, and then you'll see just tutorials on everything you want to do. There'll be a little overlay telling you what the move is and how to do it, and it'll walk you right through everything. So that's a great way to learn the basics of the game.
I was on Twitter and I saw your picture popping up so much during the 2K20 Community Day. How do you guys look at community feedback?
Community feedback for us is priceless. And so we listen to everything that they say, and we try to make the game that they're going to love.
I think this has been super helpful, and as always, it's a pleasure having you here on 2K TV. Thanks so much for joining us, Mike.
No, thanks again for having me.
Well, speaking of community, we held our 5th NBA 2K Community Day with longtime 2K fans and community members who are checking out the new game for the first time. Here's a look at their first impressions.
LSK, how
How's
you
it
doing,
going?
man? I'm glad to have you on 2K TV
Thank
for
you
the
for
first time.
having me.
This is your debut.
This is my debut.
How has the gameplay felt for you?
It's smooth. I like the shooting. It didn't feel like too easy almost.
Right.
Like I feel like there's gonna be a skill gap this year.
Oh my God, it's amazing. The whole My Player builder is incredible. I don't have to be just a lockdown defender anymore. I can have 3-point, I can have defense, I can have playmaking. You can test your build at 99 to see if that's something that you actually want to do, and that's like incredible. That's going to save a lot of time.
How was it? I know you put your hands on it a little bit and
Yes.
got to play with the WNBA players.
It's just amazing, like, to just see how far 2K has come. Whoa, like, I'm playing with women in 2K. Like, how, like, this is crazy, but it's amazing.
I love it because it doesn't play like 19 at all. So I think, like, especially from a pro-am aspect, people have to switch it up. Man, the My Player Builder is crazy. You can really handpick and choose anything you want to do.
Yeah.
So your My Player actually feels like a player that you want.